So my name is Chandria. I go by Chandria Carroll here and on Instagram, and I think on Goodreads as well. Um, so this is going to be my very first Flosstube, and I am really scared. I'm really self-conscious. You'll have to excuse the still damp hair, but if we didn't go ahead and do this, it was not going to happen. So, I think today I'm going to do a quick know your needleworker tag, and then a previous finishes parade, so you can kind of get an idea of the things I like to stitch. I'm going to go ahead and do a whip parade as well, but I'm going to film those separately, post those separately, so that if you're not interested in that, it might be kind of long. So I don't, I'll just keep these separate. So first, we'll just go ahead and do the Know Your Needleworker tag. First off, where do you live? I live in the northern Kentucky area, which is a suburb of the Cincinnati metropolitan area. So my LNS is keepsakes. Next, what do you do for a living? So I'm a chemical engineer by degree, but I am a more of an industrial engineer, quality engineer by job. That's sort of what I fell into after college. Do you have any children? No, and there won't be any because I can barely take care of myself, and you do not need me responsible for a tiny human. So it is what it is. Anyway, do you have any pets? Yes. So I have a pet cat that may or may not make an appearance. If she hears me talking, she's probably going to assume there is someone I'm talking to and is going to come want some attention. I don't know. She might be asleep, so who knows. I also have 4 pet rats right now. They're 4... Oh, I hear the cat. 4 female pet rats. We have had, I think, almost 30 pet rats since we have been having them. They have very short lifespans. But anyway, I could talk about my rats forever, but yeah. So 1 cat and 4 pet rats. What are your other hobbies besides stitching? So I dabble in knitting. I have yet to, I think, finish anything, but that's okay. I tried crochet. I'm not really a fan of that. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and the way that I was holding the crochet hook seemed to hurt my hands and wrists a lot worse than knitting does, which I still can't do knitting for a long time. I don't know how people with arthritis can do that, but maybe I'm holding it wrong. I taught myself how to hold how to knit, so I don't know, but I can't do that for a long time either. But I definitely didn't prefer crochet. I like to read. Like I said, I have a Goodreads. I can link that below if anyone's interested. I dabble in some gaming. PS5 mostly, or 4 or 3. I have any of the PlayStations. But not that often. I'd say my main hobby is definitely turned into stitching. As one does. I fell down the rabbit hole. What is your favorite movie? It depends on my mood, and it depends on the type of genre I'm in the mood for. So I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know if I have... That's just one movie I could watch over and over and over forever. I love the Lord of the Rings movies, and I could watch those relatively frequently, but I still don't think I could even watch those. Just if I had to pick one movie to watch for the rest of my life, I don't think I could pick one. What's your favorite TV show? Um, I don't watch. I have my comfort TV shows that I watch to fall asleep to or just for some noise. I don't know, like I'll watch a show with dinner with my husband every now and then, and we'll go through and watch an episode a day, and we'll do that. But I don't know, I'm boring, I guess. I don't really have a favorite. And then what's your favorite book? Again, it goes back to genre. I guess I probably do have a few favorites that I could read pretty often. One, which may be kind of weird, is Brian's Winter by Gary Paulson. I was absolutely obsessed with this as a child, and then as a teenager. And as an adult, in like late 20s, I never said how old I was. No, it's not in the tag. I'm 31. I just turned 31 in December this year, 2023. But anyway, so like in my late 20s, up until now, I have been slowly rereading some of the series or things that I really loved as a child, going into a young adult and an adult, to, I guess, see if they hold up. But a lot of it's like for just a comfort nostalgic factor. And yeah, I still love that when I read it. Could I poke a few holes in it now? Probably, but it was great. I loved it. So that's definitely one that I feel like I could still reread. And probably The Hunger Games. I really loved those back when I read them as a teenager. Actually, I may have been young adult for those. I don't remember. Years ago. And then I recently reread that series this year or late last year, in preparation for About a Songbirds and Snakes. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I did read the book and enjoy that. I've heard mixed reviews about the movie, so I don't think I'm going to see it in theaters. I'll wait till it comes out elsewhere. All right. This is Kitty. She has a real name, but we just call her Kitty. What's your favorite music? If I had to just pick one, it would probably be rock. All forms of rock, like alt rock, punk rock, hard rock. It depends. Again, that's very mood based. Sometimes I like weird stuff just to try something new. I still enjoy listening to Celtic Woman to fall asleep. I will listen to pop sometimes because it's just catchy. Sometimes I really like R&B when I'm not really trying to listen to the words. I just want to beat and tune out. Whatever. I mean, I think I like a lot of different things, but I can't really pin down. Thank God this didn't ask for your favorite band, because I don't know. And then what one word best describes you? Quirky? Is that weird to call yourself? I spent a lot of my childhood and teenage years, especially teenage years, oh my gosh, trying to fit in and trying to just, I guess, be normal. So now as an adult, I have finally hit the point where I'm gonna embrace the weird, and if you don't like it, I don't care. So I took a lot of years, but I'm embracing the weird now. So quirky, I guess, would be what. I'm not gonna say weird. We're just gonna go with quirky. Okay, so that is the Know Your Needleworker tag, and I think now I'm gonna go ahead and do a previous finishes parade. So give me 1 second so I can put these in some sort of order and then we'll get started. Okay, so I have a list here of my finishes and some details about them if I have them, and I'll just go down the list. So we're going to start with the oldest and head towards the newest. I've got some that are not fully finished, but we're going to include that because why not? We're going to start with a clean slate. I'm going to show you absolutely everything, and then as I go forward, keeping filming these, you've already seen everything, so we can just move on. So the first finish, this was not the absolute first thing I started stitching, but this is the first thing I ever finished. And this was a Pusheen Cross Stitch Kit that I got off of Amazon. I think I got it for myself for Christmas in 2018. So that was when I started stitching. And it's a set of 3 Pusheen ornaments. And this one was the absolute first one. And you can tell because look at those crosses that don't cross in the same direction. I taught myself this, so there was no, the instructions in the little kit said I don't think it said to cross in the same direction. I think that was assumed, but I didn't get it. So, it looked a little funny, but I did learn from my mistake because these two look a hair bit better. I mean, I still didn't know anything about having, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I think my stitching has come a long way. So these actually hang right over here. You can see I have a Pusheen wall. So these hang over there normally. So I'll put this back. I cross-stitched several sets of these as gifts for friends, and then I've just finished them in little hoops. I literally put them in the hoop, cut everything around this, and then hot glued felt so that you couldn't see the back because, oh my god, I'm sure these backs were just absolutely atrocious. I've come a long way. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I did several of these kits. I believe 4. It looks like I did 4 sets of these. But I only have 1, the rest were gifts. So next we have something that I made for my husband. I don't think he was my husband at the time, though. Yeah, actually we were married then, so. Terrible framing job. I wouldn't have framed this. Well, I mean, actually the framing job's okay. It's just I would have never framed this if I had, if I was doing it now. Sorry, I needed that. So what am I doing? Okay. These were 14 count white Aida with the kit floss. I started and finished them sometime in the winter of 2018 to 2019. I fully finished them. I do have a date for that. 11/27/19. These are 3-inch hoops with felt backs. Okay, now this, and we'll try not to get, oh, you're gonna have a little bit of glare, but you can get the gist. This is called Brick Game by, oh, there we go. Okay. By Daily Cross Stitch. This is 14 count white Aida that I got off of Amazon, and it is awful. It is very, very, very synthetic. It is. Anyway, I started this winter 2018, 2019. I completed it 7/25/19. I finished it in the frame 8/3/19. It was a late birthday present for my husband for 2019. His birthday's in May, and he got this in August, so. But, you know. Okay. Next, we have Miso Cute by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So, this is 14 count oatmeal Ada with all the called for DMCs. I started this in August of 2019 and I finished it October 31st of 2019. I fully finished it 11/26/19 on, this is atrocious. It hangs in my kitchen and no one's ever said anything, but it looks pretty rough. So I literally glued the oatmeal Ada to a canvas that I got at like Michael's or whatever. And then I hot glued felt all around it. You can see some glue. I made some sort of hanger with felt. But it is what it is. Like the stitching actually looks halfway decent. It's very cute. What can I say? I've learned a lot. Next was the Pusheen kit number 2. We're not gonna go into that. Oh, here's a fun one. So, it was called, and I don't have this one with me, it was a gift. I will do my best to insert a picture of what it looked like, though. It was called Live, Laugh, Fuck Off by Plastic Little Covers on Etsy. It's on 14 count white Ada with the called for DMCs. That was a conversion from the Anchor Floss, which is what the designer actually called for. I started that 11/19/2019 and finished it 12/7/2019. Finished it the same day in a 6-inch hoop, and this was for a work Secret Santa for Christmas 2019, so that's why I fully finished it the same day. Next was Pusheen Cross Stitch Kit number 3. And that's all I did in 2019, so now we're moving into 2020, which was Pusheen Cross Stitch Kit number 4. Next is another gift that I don't have, but I'll insert a picture. It's called Golfer's Motto Kit by Jiffy, but it also had dimensions on it, so I don't know, maybe it was a subsidiary. 14 count white Ada with the kit floss. I started that in May of 2020 and I finished it sometime in the fall of 2020. I fully finished it 4/7/21 in a frame, which was a late Christmas present from my uncle for Christmas 2020. Next, and I'd actually have this one, Snowman Ornament Kit by Needle Magic. So this is 14 count plastic canvas with the kit floss. Started 11/29/20 and finished 12/3/2020. Fully finished it on 12/14/2020 as this little ornament with, I just hot glued felt. I think it was hot glue. I may have used a different sort of glue. No, I can see some of the glue strings. Yeah, it was hot glue. Hot glued felt. So I really didn't stitch that much in 2020, which is weird because I think that's when a lot of people started stitching and stitched a lot. But next I did a Christmas ornament duo set, which was a kit from the Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. So it came with the 14 count Ada, came with the floss, and then it had these little wooden peekaboo things, had the baker's twine. I think it even had the felt for the felt backs. But yeah, it was one of the little kits that comes with the magazine. I started this 12/3/2020, finished them and fully finished them the same day, 12/14/2020. Get a little closer. The back stitching really made these. Okay. So next is one that I don't have for you. It was another gift. It was Cute Baby Green Alien, which is, you know, how you avoid copyright infringement, and Space Bounty Hunter by Daily Cross Stitch. I did it on 14 count white Ada with the called for DMCs. Started 12/19/2020, finished February 3rd, 2021, and it was a gift for a coworker. Oh, I forgot. 1 second. I thought I'd gathered everything I obviously hadn't, so. Next, I have an Artiste Mini Owl Kit. This was a gift from my mother-in-law. So it was 14 count white Ada. Started it January 20th of 2021, finished it February the 16th of 2021, and I finished it March the 7th in this little pillow. So this was my first pillow. My grandma is a really good sewer, so she helped me do this portion, but then I hand sewed the hole shut where you stuff it. You can't see it. It sits up. It's fine. Otherwise, like, it's stuffed really well. She obviously sewed it really well. The stitching looks pretty good on this one. I love the back stitch and the colors. So, yep. Next is Santa Ornament Kit by Needle Magic. 14 count plastic canvas with the kit floss. I started this February the 20th of 2021 and finished it February 26th of 2021. I didn't fully finish it until May 9th, and I just finished it again with a felt back. The same as the Snowman. These were by the same company. Okay, next is Soy Cute by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So that is a companion piece to Miso Cute. And looks like this. Soy Cute. I did this with a 28 count mystery even weave. It's I think I just got like an ornament pack off of probably 1-2-3 Stitch. I started it February the 27th of 2021, finished it March the 6th of 2021. And then the next day I finished it into this pillow, and again I did the hand sewing, and it looks halfway decent like right here, but I don't know what I did on the edges. But the stitching itself looks cute. I love the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Okay, next, another gift I don't have for you. This one, this had cross stitching in it, but I really felt like it was more embroidery. But it was a Fairy Bibs Kit by Dimensions, which had 2 cotton printed pattern bibs with the kit floss. I started that February the 14th, 2021, and finished it March the 24th of 2021. That was for a coworker who's having a baby. Next is another gift, which is called Sweet Parrot Couple by Daily Cross Stitch. That was my first foray onto linen. It was 32 count chartreuse linen by Weeks Dye Works, with all the called for DMCs. I started that for 2/21 and finished it for 7/21. I fully finished that in a hoop. It was for a friend for their birthday. Sorry. Again, realized I didn't have everything, so I had to run and go grab a couple more. So, the next one was Love Gardening Kit by Mill Hill. So, this is 14 count Misty Lime perforated paper with everything that came in the kit. I started this May 3rd of 2021 and finished it May 9th of 2021 for my husband for his birthday. And that just has a little felt back. Okay, so next is one of my favorites, Arranging Microbes by There we go. By Ink Circles. So this is 32 count vintage wood Lugana with the called for weeks, except I did sub 1 color because of my fabric choice. I started this 3/26/21 and finished 5/16/21 and finished it in this white frame. So I'm going to try to get closer so you can see the stitching. There we go. A little bit. So this would look way better without the I think this is just plastic, but without the covering. But this actually sits in my entryway guest bathroom. We're leaving the cover over it. Okay, next is I Love You Dearly by Pine Mountain Designs. This one's funny because my husband stitched this one. He was really interested in cross stitch because he kept seeing me do it. And I already had this kitted with just 14 count white Ada and the DMCs. And he just wanted to try it out. So I already had this kitted. So I'm like, well, here. I'm not going to buy you something if you don't even think you'll like it. So he finished this, and then I finished it into a little pillow. The sewing looks a little better up until like here, but whatever. We're getting there. We're getting better. So he started this 5/27/21 and finished it 6/13/2021. Next one is a gift. It has a lot of meaning for me. It's called Eeyore and Butterfly Kit. It's a kit by Jan Lynn on 18 count white Ada with the kit floss. I started this on 6/25/21 and finished it on 6/29/21. And this one, I needed a project to work on while my grandfather was on hospice. I was raised by my grandparents, so essentially he was my father, and I needed something. I really don't know why. I guess he would always see the worst and like the worst possibility of things. So he was a little bit of a downer. So we jokingly and lovingly called him Eeyore. So I saw this little Eeyore kit and did that while staying with them. Next is another bib kit. So this one's called Happy Woodland Bibs by Dimensions. Again, it's those 2 cotton printed bibs with the kit floss. I started this 4/11/2021 and finished at 8/20/21. This is for another coworker for a baby. Next is Witch's Night Out, the Flying Witch Pincushion by Blackberry Lane Designs. So this again is on 32 count vintage wood Lugana. It's the same, like a scrap leftover fabric from the Arranging Microbes by Ink Circles. And I just used DMC 310. I started this 10/2 and finished it the same day. And this is where I actually started tracking hours. So if you're in, time. Like I started tracking time for how long it took me to finish projects. So if you're interested, it took 5 hours and 52 minutes, and quit nipping at me, kitty. Yeah, so then I finished that and as a pillow, and I even got fancy and got little pins to stick in it. Well, I can't even tell. Oh, I think this is my sewing job. So, yeah, we got better. I learned a few things. So yeah, finished a pillow. And I'm actually, I'm pretty proud of that sewing up job. Next is Be My Boo by the Top Knot Stitcher. So this was a mystery linen, and I did this with 3 weeks and a Gentle Arts. Weeks Icicle. I subbed this here first, and now it's like the only thing I ever want to use for ghosts or snow. Like, I just love that subtle blue and white. Like, it's just, it's enough that you can see it, but it's not overwhelmingly like blue, and it's perfect. It's perfect for ghosts. When I picked these colors, I just picked things that I liked. Now it's just a mishmash of holidays. Like, you've got like red and green for Christmas, it's a ghost, so it's Halloween, and it's Be My Boo, so it's obviously Valentine's Day too. Hey, you can just leave it out all year round. So yeah, love this. And I got a piece of Lady Dot Creates Velveteen in a box, and so I used, like, it seemed perfect. My sew job's okay on this one. I don't know what I did over here, but it's fine. And I've gotten pretty good now at stuffing them pretty. They're pretty good. I like my pillows. Next is another gift. It's called Camping Out Kit by Mill Hill. So it's on perforated paper. I think it's 14 count. It's just whatever came in the kit. With the floss, beads, and button that came in the kit. I started this, for the time, the Be My Boo took 9 hours and 52 minutes. I'm a pretty slow stitcher. The Camping Out Kit, I started that 8/29 of 2021 and finished it 12/15 of 2021. It took 40 hours and 59 minutes. So now we're getting into 2022 finishes. The first one is Christmas Eve delivery. So this is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's 32 count mystery linen with the called for DMC weeks, which I'm not sure what the weeks is. It may be the red. And fuzzy stuff, which is precious. Look at how fuzzy his little beard and hair is. I loved that. It turned out so well. So I started this 12/12/2021, didn't finish it in time for Christmas, but finished it 1/22 of 22. And then I stuck some pins in. Yeah, this one and the Witch's Night Out are filled with walnut shells. I think all the others have been filled with like just, I have like a bamboo version of polyfill. Polyfill really itches me. But essentially it's just stuffing. Next, and for some reason I didn't have a time on that one. I don't know if it wasn't accurate because I worked on it without tracking or what, but next is the Arrow Celebration Small by Hello from Liz Matthews. This is a freebie. I think you had to be signed up to the newsletter. I'm not positive. You can probably get this on our website or something, but it was a freebie. This is 18 count Herald Ada by Picture This Plus. I started this on February 4th of 2022 and finished it February 8th in 6 hours and 1 minute. Finished it as a pillow. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine. Next, You Are Smashing by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So this is 14 count mystery Ada. It looks like just cream, but 14 count with the called for DMCs and DMC light effects, which is like the silver here. I don't really think you can see the sparkle. Looks great. Absolutely awful to work with. But there was only a few stitches, so it was okay. I started this and finished it the same day, February 22nd, 2022, in 5 hours and 20 minutes. And then I finished it into a pillow with pom-pom trim. So this is not the Lady Dot pom-pom trim. It's just like you can see that it has a band, which is where I sewed it. The band color really matched the Ada color, so it blends in pretty well. And the pom-poms just stick off the band. So I hand sewed all of the I tacked down the band and left the pom-poms to do their thing. That was my first time using any sort of trim like that. I think it turned out pretty well. And then just cute little fabric on the back. So next is Christmas Greetings Kit by Designworks, and this was a card, like a Christmas card that you stitch and then put it into a hole in the cardstock. So it was a kit, 18 count white Ada, with the floss, came with the card, with the cutout, and the envelope. I started that 5/27/21 and finished it March 25th of 22. I don't know why it took so long. And I sent that to my aunt and uncle for Christmas. Next, We Can All Twinkle Kit by Dimensions. It was 14 count navy Ada with the kit floss. I started that 1/23/22 and finished that 5/14/22 in 26 hours and 9 minutes. That was for my cousin for a baby. So next, and this one's not actually fully finished. So let me pull that out. Sorry. And you'll see why it's not fully finished. So this is called Fleur de Lis by Ink Circles. This is a mystery white even weave, and I used a Poison Apple Silk by Miso, which is like all of this and this. And then I ran out and couldn't find more. I even asked in like the Facebook group if anyone had any of this to send me, but no luck. So I used Weeks Blackberry, which was like the closest thing I could find to finish it out. But as you can tell, it's not the same. It very, very obviously is not. It's not the same. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I feel like I should finish it and just, you know, it's a nice story. It is what it is. It's still really pretty, and my backs have obviously, like I said, my backs were atrocious in the beginning, so I'm cool with this. But yeah, I haven't figured out what I want to do with it, so I actually use a music stand to like put my tablet and everything in my little stitchy area. So when I bought the music stand, it came with like a music book with these pages in it. So I put all of my finishes that are unfinished, not fully finished, in this, and it keeps them pretty flat. It keeps them protected. So and then when I fully finish them, obviously I just take them out of here, iron them, do the whole thing. I don't iron them until I take them out of here, especially because some of them have to be folded to fit. It's probably not the best method, but it works. Okay. So next is the Hope Celebration Small. Again, a freebie from Hello from Liz Matthews. I did this with a mystery linen. You done? Nope. A mystery linen with DMC Blanc. I started that on June 15th of 2022 and finished it July 14th of 2022 in 8 hours and 25 minutes. I actually did that as my StitchCon Smalls Exchange. Okay, next is We Go Together by the Frosted Pumpkin. We Go Together Like by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is 32 count, yes dear, 32 count Harvest Moon Lugana by Color and Cotton, which was a fabric of the month, with the called for DMCs. Started that 6:21:22 and finished at 8:31:22 in 14 hours and 42 minutes. I did a lot of this at work, so that could help explain why it took so long. You just have a lot of distractions. It might be your lunch break, but people are still coming by and saying things. So yeah, that's why it took so long. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the sew job on that one. Looks pretty good. Okay. Next we have the Beekeeper by the Frost Pumpkin Stitchery. And this one is very sad. I had I've shown you some of these other pillows and I'm like, oh, look at the sew job. Well, I guess I just forgot everything on this one. It also really didn't help that well, let me just show you. So this is the Beekeeper by the Frost Pumpkin Stitchery. It's on a 40 count, I believe. I did this with 2 strands over 2 because I had never stitched on 40 count. I don't know what I was thinking, and I guess I just assumed that it was 2 over 2 like I did everything else. So the stitches are really fat. It was a big pain, but by the time that I was like, something's not right, I had already done enough that I was like, you know what, we're just gonna do this. It's so tiny anyway, you know what, whatever. So first mistake, so I started this on 9/13/2022 and finished this 10/12/2022 in 7 hours and 15 minutes. And when I fully finished it, I was, learning some new things about making pillows. And up until this point, I don't think I had sewed ironed interfacing onto the back of the stitched piece before you make the pillow. So I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. I should do that. I think it might be this one, where this is 14 count Ada. You can kind of, maybe it's this one. One of them, you can kind of see the stuffing poking through, poking through the Ada holes. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'll iron some interfacing on there. I ironed on too big of a piece. So down here, it's stiff, like right along here, because I ironed on too big of a piece of interfacing to the stitching. I also didn't cut it straight, so there's like more room over here. I did so many things. I got no excuses. You saw the pillows I finished previously, and then this poor little side guy. But it's still cute. I got the little pins. It sits up on my husband's plant wall, so it's still cute. Okay, so next is Boo to You by Stitchy Fish Designs. This is 18 count Earthen Ada by Picture This Plus, and I just used random leftover kit floss for this. So I just picked colors that I thought were Halloween-y to fill these in, and then just DMC 310. This was from the October 2020 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. I don't think it's the Halloween special. I think it's just the October 2020. So I started this 10/24/21 and finished it 11/5/22. So I guess I started it and then it just sat for a year. This took 14 hours and 36 minutes. So then I finished it following, I think I like half followed the tutorial that was in the Just Cross Stitch magazine, but it looks pretty good. I mean, if you really want to investigate how well the shaping was, just don't. But it's pretty tight. I put a little bit, I don't know if you can kind of see it, but I put some like sparkly trim into the gap between the two pieces of mat board, and it sort of covered up some of that sad like trying to stretch the stitching over an uneven shaped surface. It helped make that look better, but I'm really happy with it, and it's a cute little ghost shape. And then my last one was a gift. It's called Fuckle by Plastic Little Covers on Etsy. So it's 14 count wide Ada. I started at 10/21/22 and finished at 11/21/22, and this was a gift for a friend who I really felt like just needed that. They needed that. Okay, so the next one, and now we're getting into 2023 finishes. So it is unfinished. So it's called Every Bunny Do the Hop by Lizzie Kate. So I guess we'll just do this. There we go. So this is 32 count Summer Sky Joblin with the called for Gentle Arts. I started this 1/12/23 and finished it 2/18/23 in 20 hours and 38 minutes. So I'll just try to get you a little closer. Really, really cute. And I have ideas of finishing this as a flat fold. I've never made one of those before. But I think that would be the best way to display it. So that's the goal for that one. I haven't done it. I'll probably do it this spring, so I can have this out. I don't even know why I like this one. It obviously is not really, I don't know. I have very eclectic tastes, but it was cute. I liked it. So next is Virus by Wow Pattern on Etsy, and this is 32 count Dive In Linen by Bestitch Me, which was from the 2022 Summer Solstice box, but you can probably just get this on our website now. And I just used a random assortment of threads. I started this 1/30/23 and finished it 2/20/23 in 8 hours and 40 minutes. This little COVID virus is very dense. I actually stitched 2 of these, but one's for a friend. And then I just finished as a hoop, and it's got a pretty rough back. But it's okay. No one's gonna see that. So like I said, I did a second one of those. Next, I did Trick or Treat Couple by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery on 18 count Jazz Ada by Picture This Plus with the called for DMCs. I started that 5/6/23 and finished it 5/14/23 in 6 hours and 4 minutes, and that was a gift for a friend. We were meeting for the first time in person, and I wanted to have a little surprise. Next, I'm not going to get this one. Probably because I can't put it back on the wall if I get it down. So I'll put in a picture. This is She Likes My Spark by Story Stitches on 18 count white Aida with the called for DMCs. This one's interesting because I started it and then my husband saw it and liked it and took it and finished it. So it was started on 6/16/2022. I don't think I had that much of a start, and then my husband just doesn't stitch much, so it didn't get finished until 5/29/23. But it's cute. We have a Studio Ghibli themed basement, so it's hanging down there. Next is another kit, another gift, sorry, but it was also a kit. Parrot by Mill Hill. This is 14 count perforated paper with all of the kit floss, beads, and the button. I started this 8/27/2022 and finished it 7/24/2023 in 46 hours and 24 minutes. This was a gift for a friend's birthday. Next is Cat Ghost by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. I love this so much. So this is 32 count quick quotes quill. Say that five times fast. Linen by Bee Stitch Me. It was in the Frogwarts year 4? Are we on year 4? We're on year 4, I think. No. Yeah, sorry. Frogwarts year 4. Quick Quotes Quill. Yeah, definitely Frogwarts year 4. Box. I started this 8/4/2023 and finished it 8/6/2023 in 8 hours. Love it. Love everything about it. So cute. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This Halloween, I literally finished it like this and then propped it up. It's not finished on the back, but it still looked cute propped up. I may do something with it more, but it is what it is. It looks cute, and I got to have it out for Halloween. So next is Summer Sucks by the Witchy Stitcher. So this is 32 count gunmetal linen by Weeks Dye Works. I started this 8/13/23 and finished it 8/17/23 in 11 hours and 6 minutes. So it's not the best, like right here. I'm gonna quit poking holes in all of these. It's fine. It's pretty. I really like the color. I think it, like this fabric color, I think it pulls out the colors in the stitching. And I just really don't care for summer. It's so hot and it's so humid. My hair goes poof and I just feel laminated in sweat. So yeah, this was perfect. So next is somewhere Freaky Fair Isle by Pedal Pusher. This was a SAL hosted by Helen D on YouTube. This is 14 count Midnight Black perforated paper and Weeks Ultraviolet. So you can see the color variation, absolutely beautiful against the black. So I started this 9/9/2023 and finished it 9/17/2023 in 9 hours and 7 minutes. and then I finished it as a cutout ornament, which I took the perforated paper ornament tutorial from Satsuma Street at the Jingle Ball this year. I think I did like everything wrong. All the things that she was like, and I don't recommend this, I was like, oh, that's what I did. So learned a lot. So this has like fabric on the back, which she doesn't recommend. I was stupid and didn't think about a hanger until after the fact, which I knew that was dumb. But yeah, anyway. It's cute though. I mean, from the front it looks fine. Next is Coraline by Sugar Bee Plays on Etsy. I did that on 16 count Finny and Ada by Seraphim Fabrics. I started that 10/2/23 and finished it 10/14/23. And that was for Chinook Crafter as part of the Bookish Besties Stitch Swap, hosted by Link is My Homeboy here on Instagram. Well, on both YouTube and Instagram. Next is Pirate's Booty by Wrought Iron Stitching. And looks like this. This is 32 count Water Spirit linen by Seraphim. This was in the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2023 edition. I started this 10/1 with Tara from World Woman Crafts. And I finished it 10/14/23 in 5 hours and 3 minutes. So I made some modifications on this one. First off, it had a little, the raccoon had a little tan face. I just thought it didn't seem like the raccoons that I've seen. So I changed it a little bit, and then I subbed out colors and just used what I had. This is another one where I put too much interfacing so it doesn't want to fold over right, but you know what? It's cute. Look at the little raccoon. Okay. Next, we have, and this one has a few different names. I think it's called Pet Ghost on her Etsy shop, but I don't think that's what the PDF was called when you download it. I don't know. But Pet Ghost by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. This was 32 count Black Lugana. I started this 8/21/2023, finished it October 15th, 2023 in 6 hours and 13 minutes. It's so cute. Next, where is it? I have so many. Ah! Okay. Trick or Treat Ghosty by the Top Knot Stitcher. I adore this one. So, this is 32 count Wicked Night Linen by Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. And I did it in Classic Colorworks Rainy Day for the purple, Weeks Icicle for the ghost to match Be My Boo. So they both have the Weeks Icicle for the ghosty. And then a variegated DMC number 51 for the orange. So this orange here for the Trick or Treat and the orange here is the same DMC 51. I just fussy cut it to have the dark for the little pumpkin basket, and then lighter for the words. And then this stand is a custom woodcut from Elkhorn Labs, which is my friend's Etsy store. I'm hoping she will list this one because it's wonderful. And I also hope we can make some more because this was awesome. And like I said, it's one of my absolute most proud finishes. Love it to death. Okay. Next is another unfinished one. It is called Ghost Kitty by Haunted Frames. And this one is actually a freebie, I think. So this is 16 count Mediterranean Sea, Ada by Witchold. I started at 10:23:23 and finished at 10:26 in 6 hours and 38 minutes. I really love the colors on that one. Okay, next is another unfinished one. This one I just love so much. This is called, sorry, my thing closed on me. This is called Toilet Ghost. Oops. Toilet Ghost by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. Oh my gosh. I saw that and immediately was like, we're buying that. And then she ended up giving it for free to her patrons, so I got this twice. But anyway, this is just absolutely fabulous. It is a ghost sitting on the toilet with his little toilet paper, playing on his phone. Why it's he? I don't know. They are just precious and so relatable. I love this so much. Okay. So my next one is actually at work, so I can't show you that one even though I have it. It is Season's Greetings by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I did the vintage colorway. It's on 28 count, picture this plus fawn. I started at 11/11/2023 and finished at 12/1/2023. Just in time for the Jingle Ball class on 12/2. And it took 13 hours and 9 minutes. Then the last finished piece that I have done is Not a Creature in Sight. And I'll need to show you. Not a Creature in Sight by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is on a mystery linen, which when I was working on it, I think this is 40 count. It's at least 36 count because I used one strand, 1/2, and got pretty good coverage. So I think that it's at least 36, but probably 40, but it's a mystery. I used the called for weeks and DMC, which the weeks was for the lettering, and then the DMCs. I did make a modification to the little mouse to make it look more like one of my pet rats. So I started this on 12/8/2023 and finished it on 12/9/2023 in 4 hours and 48 minutes. That's it. We're done. What a journey and what a mess in front of me. It was really fun though. This was really fun. I hope that you had fun watching me walk down memory lane, and I will see you next time, hopefully. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and film a whip parade. That's why I have a giant mess behind me too, because I'm gonna film a whip parade. And then I'll post those separate. So I'm hoping to get this one up relatively fast, depending on figuring out how to put in photos, but hopefully fast. Whip parade may take longer because that one, depending on how many photos I have to put in, it could take a bit, but still, hopefully soon. So be on the lookout, and bye. See you next time.